Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? This is Christine Trainer talking to you live from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. How's everyone doing? Well, I said I'd come on and talk to you about that I finished my first book. My first book. Yes, I did. And the reason, and I want to tell you why I want to tell you about it. Just going to give you a quick blip about the book, and I really want to talk about it. So, hey Nicole, how you doing, girl? So, I tell you what the history of it, the reason why I chose to get this book and why I started to read. Because I knew I wanted to expand my mind, and this was a year of growing and learning, and understanding who I am as a person and how I can achieve stability and success in my next chapter of my life or my direction. So, hey buddy, say hey girl, how you doing? So today I thought, okay, I'm going to talk about it because I told you guys at 1:30 today I'm going to come on and talk about this. My little whippersnapper, she's driving me crazy. No, you can't see her. Okay, I'll give a quick little blip of my little one here. You just always have to see what I'm up to, eh? Anyway, sorry about that. She's just a lovely distraction. So, as I'm continuing, guys, because this is a learning thing. Oh, she's such a bad girl. So, a few weeks ago, I got myself a library card. I went over to Walmart, did some shopping, and I thought, okay, let's check out the book aisle, see what's in the book. And this book kept calling to me, right? And I remember seeing, it's by Debbie Travis. Debbie Travis, one of our wonderful design ladies, very popular Canadian maverick in Canada, and she's been around for a while. Done a lot of good shows and designing rooms and homes. So I thought, oh, I love this book. She's done a variety of books, but this book was wonderful because it just called out to me, okay? And I thought, wow, I really need to do this have this a part of my life. So I bought it, right? Remember I told you guys? Design your next chapter, how to realize your dreams and reinvent your life, Debbie Travis. And I read the whole book, and it's lovely. And what's nice about it, it's interactive. She tells you in the beginning, do what you want. You want to highlight, do what you like. And there's some interactive pages where she asks you to highlight stuff and learn and read. And there's so many wonderful things. And in the back of it, there's wonderful, what am I saying? I'm trying to show you. Interactive pages, letters to yourself, my past, letters to yourself, my present, and there's things that you can write in there. It's an interactive book. It's wonderful. And the reason why I fell in love with it is because it was calling to me. She wrote this book for all of us, right? To show her that even she started a new direction in her life, what she wanted to do. And she's a very popular design maverick in Canada, you know. And I was just amazed about this book because she met so many people along the way from when because she's from London, from England, from when she was in London, when she was a teenager and she left home, and when she came to Canada, she met her husband, she got married, she had her kids, and she had all these things in her life that she wanted to do, and she ended up becoming like a design maverick, and she's on TV, had her shows, and she also has a variety of products, like I think the sheets, designing sheets, and in design world, right? That's her industry. And I kept continuing to read it, and she has so many lovely people she's met along the way, these women who've changed their lives when they went from one career and literally once around totally changed their lives into a new direction. This is what was interesting. And I fell in love with this book, and I fell in love with all the wonderful people that she's met along the way. And I like the fact the first chapter talks about her, which is wonderful, and how she came about changing your life for the better, finding balance in your life, designing your next chapter. And exactly something that I did a few months ago, right? I decided to change my next chapter and decide a new direction in my life. Because I was feeling a little bit low that day, and I thought, I got to get myself more in tune. That's the reason why I got the books. That's the reason why I decided to start reading. Because I knew that I wanted to get my personal development in better shape. I knew my mind needed to be in better focus on what I wanted to do and what I'm doing right now, because I was feeling really low, wondering if I actually am doing the right thing for myself. Am I actually changing my direction properly? And she talked about the fears people have and coming out of the comfort zone and taking that fear away, and financial situation too, and all these things. It's wonderful in this book. And all the lovely people she's met along the way. And of course now she has her beautiful retreats in Tuscany, right? This beautiful, beautiful retreat in Tuscany where a lot of people come to stay and to relax and to talk. And it's a beautiful place, apparently. I've read about it. I'd love to check it out and tell you right now. It'd be fantastic if I had the money. I'd go there myself, because Italy is a beautiful place. And she talked about the Italian people and how it is in Italy. And that's her next chapter. It's beautiful. Hey, Gail, how you doing? So if you guys are curious about this, it's a really good read. I really loved it. And I'm going to read the very ending to it, okay? Because like I told you, I'm not the best at summarizing, but I'm doing my best here. But I want to read the very ending to the book, okay? Give me a second. I'm going to put you guys down, so I'm going to have to go by the computer. Oops. I'll go by the computer because I wanted to read this particular insert to the book because I really loved it. It really was speaking to me, telling me, continue on with this new direction of your life. Continue on with the next chapter because you're doing really well. But I wasn't thinking like that until I started reading the book, okay? Honestly, I was thinking, am I doing the right thing here? Completely changing my whole life around, doing something completely that I've never done in my whole entire life, like social media marketing. Never did this in my life. But when I started reading this book, and I understood what she was talking about, changing our life, redesigning our own life, basically realizing my dream and reinventing my life. I loved it. So I'm going to read the very ending to you guys, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm in the process of reading now. I really love this, but I really wanted to read this to you because it's just basically your acknowledgement, right? It's just a quick little blip. It's like maybe a page, and I'm very quick at reading, so. Design Your Next Chapter is a deeply personal book. At times I found it different to share my feelings. Knowing how hard it was for me, I want to give an especially heartfelt thank you to all the courageous people who generously shared their dreams, their challenges, their own next chapters with me and now with you. I wish each and every one of you happiness and success in your new ventures. I am profoundly grateful to the entire team at Penguin Random House Canada. I am entirely indebted to the wisdom of my editor, Anne Collins, for her tireless hand-holding, her endless enthusiasm, her brilliance in bringing order to my chaos and epic. Another huge thanks to the book designer. Okay, this just for listening to my ideas and then creating such a beautiful and cheerful book. Thank you to Matthew. She just goes on and says thank you. This is what, throughout the book, this is the part I want to read. Throughout the book, I have pitched the merits of sharing ideas with the people you trust. And I drew heavily on the patience and support of my friends and family. They have listened to me for more hours than I can count as I read chapters out loud to them. The book has benefited enormously for their valuable comments. I often drew on the wisdom and judgment of my good friend Lucy McKinnon, a talented life coach. I gotta read another one. This one was really good. I'm trying to get the last little bit that I really want to read. Give me a second here, guys, because like I said, I'm not the best at summarizing. Oh, the acknowledgement. This is what I want to say. It's time to turn the page. There it is. This is the one I want to read. Sorry about that, guys. But that's okay. I began this book by warning you that I am seriously unqualified to instruct anyone on anything. With only a high school education and no letters after my name, all I can offer is my personal story and the know-how I've gained through pursuing my own next chapters. You could feel lonely when you set off on a new journey, which I have. But through my research into people who'd changed their lives, I've encountered countless kindred spirits. I am humbled and empowered by the hundreds of stories I have heard, and by the ones I have shared with you. I've chatted over long-distance phone lines, shared steaming mugs of coffee in local cafes, emailed back and forth, and even became friends with some of the incredible, brave, and inspirational souls I interviewed. They have all walked the walk and then talked the talk with me honestly, and almost always with a big sense of humor. Some of the stories are simple and others are extraordinary, but all the next chapters they shared took courage and perseverance. They are a diverse group, but each found the wisdom to step out of their comfort zone and follow their dream. You may have bought this book on a whim, or something inside you just made you pick it up, as it did for me. It called to me. Maybe you've read it because you know you can't stand another day stuck doing the same old. But you know you need to design your next chapter if you find yourself thinking, my job is boring and going nowhere, it's time to turn the page. Life was full of purposes while I was raising my family, but now my children are gone. I need something to fill the void. It's time to turn the page. Retirement is dull. I can't live another 30 years, and that's too long to be bored. It's time to turn the page. I've been successful in my field, but I've reached the end of the learning curve. It's time to turn the page. I've survived an illness. In the aftermath, I found a new zest for life and a big desire to change. It's time to turn the page. Something like me. I've put enough years working for someone else. Now I want to be my own boss. It's time to turn the page. That's another one for me. Life has been good to me, but this is all there is to living. What about the welfare of others? It's time to turn the page. So if any of these statements describes you turn that page and, number 1, find your passion. Dig deep, travel, explore, play until you unearth your joy. Number 2, do your research. Check out everything you need to learn before you start. Ask for help and advice wherever you can. Number 3, get connected. Contact everyone from your past and present who can be a sounding board and give you guidance, which I actually did. Number 4, get moving. Whether you're beginning small, big or small, just get going. Ignore all those excuses to stall. Disregard the naysayers. Keep your vision in focus and never let fear paralyze you into passivity. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting moving. Number 5, never be afraid to ask for advice. We're all learning, so always ask others you trust for help, which I'm learning to do. Number 6, use your strengths and your skills. Your past experience is your greatest gift, and yes, I do believe that's true, because I have a lot of past experience of all the skills from my jobs. Number 7, confidence is crucial. Insecurity is normal, but to pull this off, you need to lose the self-doubt and respect your own capabilities. I'm learning to do that. And number 8, take risks. It's impossible to move forward without taking risks. Think hard about the level of risk that's right for you, financially or otherwise. Some risks in life are better than no risks at all. That's another new thing I'm doing. Leap that wall. We talked about leap in another thing in my life. My brother Will always says, when you hit an obstacle, which you will at some point, don't give up. Work on a way of going under, over, or around it. There's always a way. Number 10, throw out the rule books. This is your next chapter. There's no right or wrong path to head down. Build an empire, make a fortune, or forget about all that and just do something you love. That's something interesting. I like that. And here we are at the end. Remember, you are not alone in wanting to make change in your life. Walk on past that crossroad. The world is waiting for you. I am off to the pub now to toast us all, because that's Debbie Travis. She's English. Isn't that beautiful? I just love her. I just love this book, and I'm glad I wanted to tell you guys about it, right? Now, the next book, I'm actually in the process of reading. It kind of coincides with it, but it's a little different, but I like it. And I found it too at Walmart. It was calling to me. And that's when I finish reading it, I'll tell you guys about it. And it's called The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment by Eckhart Tolle. He's actually from Vancouver. So I've gotten a couple of chapters in already, and it's very good. So far, he talks about clearing your mind of all the clutter you have in your head and focusing on the now. And I really love it. Okay, I'm just starting to read it now, but it's going to be my next book to talk about. So there you go. My summary on my wonderful book by Debbie Travis, Design Your Next Chapter to Realize Your Dreams and Reinvent Your Life. That was the one I read. And I really enjoyed it because it called to me when I saw it. It helped me realize my true direction in my life and the dream I want to achieve. And I'm still working on it, but I'm not going to stop. Reading this book made me realize I want to keep going. I want to forge on. I want to do it. So guys, and now I'm going to read about the next one, which is kind of something else I want to do. It's just a bit more spiritual enlightenment in my life, because that's to do with meditation I'm doing now and the affirmations and other things I'm doing for myself. That's the next chapter, next thing I'm doing right now. So I'm doing both things, going in my financial direction, and then I'm doing the other thing. I'm trying to enlighten myself and be stronger within. There you go, guys. Thanks, Gail. I can't see anybody now because I'm on my tablet, guys. But thank you all for coming to visit me. I appreciate you coming on and saying hello and listening to what I had to say. So, guys, if you guys are readers, let's get on for the reading material. It's new for me, but I'm starting to enjoy it already. It's been a few weeks. I love it. Now, wish me luck as I continue on with my reading journey of all the wonderful books I'll be reading for the next year. So, until I finish my book of The Power of Now, when I finish reading it, I'll tell you guys about it and what my thoughts on this book was, as I was so pleased with the first one. was the perfect first read, right? Mwah to you all. Have a lovely day. Keep on reading and keep on moving forward in your life. Stay focused to what you want to do. Keep in that right direction. My love to you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.